Yo, what's up? I'm Kendall. I'm the vocalist of Dead Crown. We're all from Portland, Oregon, basically. But yeah, that's what I do in the band.
My name is Brighton Wilson. I play drums and also from Portland. I think we can all say that. And hey, nice to meet you guys.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm Eric. I'm the guitarist, and I also record, mix, and master. So hit me up.
Nice plug.
Yeah, do that.
Very
and
clean.
he does video stuff and graphic design.
Yeah.
So merch, videos, all that stuff.
My name is Brent. I play bass sometimes. Whatever they let me out.
He grabs beer for us.
Yeah, I grab the beer.
He's beer daddy.
I am beer daddy.
Beer daddy.
I don't even actually know how to play an instrument. I'm just like kind of here. But I'm from Portland, and yeah.
Very cool. Very cool.
Sick.
All right. What is your genre?
Whenever people ask us what our genre is, I mean, I'll say what I always tell people. I just say we're dog piss heavy music. Yeah, we groove and we write breakdowns, and I think we fucking slap.
Yeah.
Awesome. Does anyone else want to elaborate?
On the genre?
I would say
Ambient street core.
Ambient streetcore?
I would call it
Okay,
new
okay,
metalcore.
okay.
Is what I would call it.
Wait, say the mic.
If I had to put us in a genre, I would call it new metalcore.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
It is what it is.
Next one is, how long have you been a band for?
I think we're on year 3.
Year 3, yeah. Year 3 as a
Yeah,
band.
we've been a band for 3 years, ripping gigs. We put out an EP called Come Hell almost a year ago, April 2018. Just put out a new single on Stasek Records. And we're currently finishing up a new EP that'll be coming out on Stasek Records as well very soon. More videos, all that good fun shit to be announced very soon.
All right. Kind of already answered this question, but when will we see your next album?
Our next album, soon. No definite release dates, but it's definitely all in the works. We got to get home. We got to finish writing, wrapping up like 2 songs. Then we got to get in the studio, do some shit, wrap up some final shit, and then do some music videos, and then it'll be coming your guys' fucking way.
All right. Any tips for any bands that are up and coming or anyone?
I feel like we can all go through it. So, I think I would say number 1, invest in your band. That's kind of hypocritical for us to say because I handle all the visuals and Eric here handles all the audio. So we're kind of in a situation where we're blessed because we save a lot of money doing that, but you have to understand before we were in this situation, me and Eric were already in positions where like other bands were paying us to do that shit for them. But that's the biggest thing, man. Like, invest in your band. If you put out shit, quality stuff, you're gonna get shit results. So invest in your band and just put some money and put some effort behind shit.
I would say to not overplay your hometown markets too much and try to get out and play some cities around you, not just your hometown. Try to go out a little bit further, travel a little bit, and the more you get out, the more experience you gain just from traveling and playing other venues and working with other people. I think it's an important step to take to just sort of reach out and extend your reach a little bit, so play out there.
Yeah, I'd say in general, just don't half-ass anything. I mean, on stage, when you're recording, when you're writing, everything should be with a legit mindset. So, I mean, if you put the work in, people are gonna notice.
Sure.
This kind of goes along with Eric's a little bit, but like honestly, practice. Do not go out there and show the world a subpar product. Like, really make sure you have your shit on lock before you present it to the world. And on top of that, like, practice what you're gonna do on the stage too.
Yeah.
Like, literally just have it all, just let it be muscle memory. But yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right. What is the best or worst funny story you guys have so far, or even on this tour?
Oh shit.
And I know you guys have already started the tour awful, so you sure got
If we're talking about this tour, the best worst story, I guess we just got our like first dose as I guess we got ushered into like touring band status officially because in the course of like less than 24 hours we blew a trailer tire. We're pulled off on the side of the freeway in a dust storm and fixed that, and then 3 hours later after that our van decided to misfire and malfunction. And we literally went to a Ford dealership and they ran the code and they were like, the guy literally told me, he said, you should buy a lottery ticket because what is apparently happening to your van is 1 in a million. Apparently all of our spark plugs died at the same time, but if that would have happened, our engine would have seized and we wouldn't have been able to drive, but we drove it to the dealership. And then they literally, all they did was reset the fucking code and we just drove like 300 plus miles on it with no code or no issue or anything coming up. So on this tour, yeah, that's kind of what we've been dealing with. Oh, we also went through our first snowstorm.
Yeah.
Through a mountain pass in Colorado. We had to go buy chains and like chain up the tires and all that shit. That was really fun. Not really. That was hell. That was the scariest trip I've ever done. But yeah, that's how this tour's been for us. It's been a very big, I think, learning experience as far as how extreme the road can actually get on a band. And this is the first tour where we're actually all going through that. And luckily, we're all pretty fucking chill. I love all these dudes. And we handle our shit pretty fucking well. So I don't know if anyone else has any other stories. Yeah.
I got a good one.
Well, I hope I'm not stealing your story right now.
Oh, you might be.
I might be taking your thunder right
That's
now.
all right, that's all
and if
right.
it's about thunder, it has anything to do with thunder. I mean, if you want to tell that story.
Go ahead.
Okay, so Brent here, we're driving through kind of a lightning storm.
New Mexico.
It was in New Mexico, and it was like getting pretty bad. There's a lot of shit, a lot of thunder and lightning happening. And he had his elbow like out the window, kind of just, we're chilling and stuff. And apparently our van, or he indeed, got fucking struck by lightning. And it set off this crazy static charge within the van. We could all feel it. But he especially was like, oh man, we need to pull over. Like, I think I'm gonna be sick right now.
Yo, can I tell this part?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so I was woken up to Brent. He was driving and he's like, Kendall, I don't feel good. And I'm the guy that usually drives a lot. And I was like, dude, Brent's being such a fucking bitch. He doesn't want to fucking drive. And so we pull over. And he's like, yeah, I don't feel very good. He gets out and he just starts puking everywhere. And I'm like, oh shit, he's fucked up. That's not good. And then eventually he looked up symptoms of being shot, electrocuted by mass amounts of electricity. And he had all those symptoms. So yeah, homeboy over here was fucking struck by lightning a little bit.
So I'm just gonna elaborate just a little bit.
Yeah.
So I was smoking a cigarette with my elbow out the window, and it was one of those areas in New Mexico where there's no streetlights, no nothing. So the entire landscape was being just lit up by lightning, and it was one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. All these fuckers were asleep, and there was literally just like this. Just a burst of light in front of me, and then all of a sudden I felt like this really intense tingling feeling in all of my limbs, and I could not stop shaking.
I felt it too.
Yeah,
he was all like, there was a real static, electromagnetic energy inside of the van. And after he got struck, I felt all of my hairs raising up on my body and on my head and stuff. It was like, we rubbed a balloon or something, and it was all over the car. So
it was weird. It was really weird.
Yeah, it was one of those things that I can't describe to people, but I stayed up with Kendall the rest of the night all the way into Denver, and I was just shaking and pale. Right? And I felt it all through the next day too. It was fucking.
It was really fun. It was a really fun time. Very, very cool experience for us.
I'm glad you are okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Right. He's the man of fucking steel. He'll live through anything. He's just a bass player. He's all good.
Not important. It's fine.
Not important. Can take lightning strikes, but it's all good.
Yeah, it's all good.
All right. Next question. Who's your inspiration, and if you have any local inspirations from where you're from?
Who's my inspiration? Man, that's really hard for me personally to answer, just because I feel like I put myself and we all kind of put each other on a really high pedestal, and we all have a certain expectation of how we all need to be. So I would say it's hard to say who my influence is, because I don't base what we do off an influence. It's kind of just hey, this is where we need to be. Let's fucking get there. And I know that we all feel that, and it's all something that we talk about and we hold each other in high regards for. As far as local inspiration, I mean, to be honest, there's not a whole lot in Portland, but shout outs to some bands from our area. Avoid from Seattle, they're really good friends of ours. They're fucking killing it. And then also, there's a band called Osacea. If you're into like post-hardcore shit, they're probably one of the best post-hardcore bands in the United States right now, and they fucking kill it.
Yeah, I'd say one of my, like, speaking personally as like a drummer, just as a musician, one of my big influences for a long time has been Ion Dissonance, specifically the album Minus the Herd. They're kind of like a crazy, chaotic band, but they really honed it in on that album and made it more groovy and added just kind of weird, noisy like effects and stuff with the groove. That was just something that I found really inspiring when that album came out, and it's kind of like shaped what I wanted to do. Also in the same realm of Meshuggah and bands like that. And on a local level, one of my big influences, not necessarily an influence for Dead Crown, but just an influence on myself. There's a band called Agalloch from Portland, and they're a pretty well-known but underground sort of ambient black metal band. And they've got like just a really fucking cool sound, and I'm really proud to say that they come from our city. So,
Also, another quick shout out, our dad's American Me, OG Portland hardcore.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I forgot to throw that in there. We love those guys. They're fucking awesome.
American Me, and then also It Prevails,
Yeah.
and they're just two staple bands that have certainly inspired all of us, I think.
Yeah, I was just gonna say a lot of the bands that we not really maybe replicate, but just look up to in general, like Gideon, Premier, American Me also, but like the Acacia Strain. Everybody that's like, they've been doing it for a long time, they got the stage presence down, they got all of the backing. It's just cool to like look towards being hopefully somewhat at that level and being cool with all those dudes, just like hanging out, talking like peers instead of just people we look up to.
Yeah.
I'm last on the mic line and they nailed all of it already, so I don't have anything else to say. Other than mad shout out to Impulse, because I love those dudes. And
Fuck yeah.
they're doing some awesome shit, and they're on our label too.
Yeah, another Stay Sick Records.
Yeah,
band.
another Stay Sick band. They're fucking rad dudes.
Fuck yeah.
All right. Time for the fun questions.
Yeah.
Alright.
Kind of like almost a lightning round. So, it could go hand in hand with your band or not. Breakdown or sing along.
Breakdown. Break the fuck down, motherfucker.
Breakdown for sure.
Breakdown.
Breakdown.
All
I think
right.
that's a pretty obvious one, maybe across
That's
the board.
all we do is
You never
breakdown,
know.
so-
We love good sing-alongs, but
All of
hey,
our songs are all breakdowns.
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. Hardcore dancing or push pits.
Ooh. Yo, I'm gonna fuck y'all up some truth. Both, dude. Both. I've seen some mad fucking hardcore dancing, but I've also seen some fucking crazy ass push pits. And I come from a really small town. Small towns and small cities, they're notorious for the push pit. That's my fucking roots, baby. Push pit, baby. So I say both, dude. Both are fucking welcome at a Dead Crown show.
I'm gonna have to agree with that and elaborate a little bit. I think my favorite thing would be pushcore dancing, and that's just like a nice steady combination of both things.
What
And
the fuck is that?
pushcore dancing?
Pushcore dancing.
It just happened
You're
tonight. It
literally just
spawned
putting
tonight.
core on the end of something and calling it a
So yeah, all of the above.
Yeah, honestly, I've played some shows where there's like 50 people two-stepping or just like throwing the fuck down, and that's the shit I live for, and that's what I write music for. Basically,
Sorry, Eric's like the two-step king.
Yeah.
And the two-step dad. Like, that's his shit.
yeah, I fucking like two-steps a lot.
Two-step down.
But yeah, when people are into your music and they're actually moving with the stuff that you've built, I mean, our writing style is just writing stuff to get people ready to do that, and when it actually unfolds, that's really the sick shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright, I'm gonna separate myself from these dudes just for a minute. I'm a little bit older than these guys, so.
I like the fucking.
Anyways,
But-
but no, I honestly come from the push moshing generation. Like, I do. Like, I never got into the whole hardcore dancing thing. Like, by all means, do whatever the fuck you want at shows. Like, any kind of involvement with the crowd is rad as fuck. But when hardcore dancing came about, I turned 21 and decided to drink beer instead.
Fair. Very fair, my guy.
All right. Last question. What is your guilty pleasure pop song?
Holy
No,
shit! I have so
don't you
fucking
steal
many.
mine.
I have so many
I
guilty
have
pleasures.
one.
I think,
Yeah, no,
I
me
think,
too.
And they're
I
not
think
even-
he
they're not
should
even
start
guilty.
first because
Alright,
someone
okay,
stole
yeah,
it last
Brent's
time.
Yeah, Brent.
No, it doesn't have to
I
be guilty,
promised
but you know.
myself
Yeah.
I would never admit this in public in any way, but I fucking love Aaron Carter. I love
Yo.
Aaron Carter's new album is so fucking good. Well, it's not new anymore, but like his last album is so fucking good, and we
Yeah.
jam it every single day in the
We
band.
do. We actually do. Yeah.
Yo, my main bitch Kalani. We got, I don't know, there's really a lot. I'll come back to it, but that's the one off the top of my head.
You go first.
All right. So where do I start? So first of all,
Like
mad
he's already
shouts.
cupping the mic.
But mad shouts to fucking Aaron Carter. Yeah, his last album fucking slaps. I literally put that on almost every day when I'm driving. Besides that, the farthest I can go back is I can say I'm an OG Bieber fan. Like when One Time came out and that motherfucker was playing Water Parks, like I knew who that kid was. And I've been a JB fan like fucking so long. I have like a Purpose Tour hoodie and like all that shit. I fucking love that fucking little kid. Also, like no guilt at all. Mason Ramsey, I fucking love that little kid too.
Every day, at least 3 times a day.
Yeah, that kid's the fucking shit. But yeah, I would say like my biggest rooted, I guess, guilty pleasure pop influences, or just like jam is Justin Bieber, and not like his new shit. Like I go back like My World and My World 2.0, Justin Bieber. Like that's my shit.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, I would have to say like one of my biggest ones, especially right now. Okay, yeah, that will be my second one.
Okay, cool.
But the first one would be, it's a song that I sort of discovered not that long ago, but it's from like 2010. And it's by a girl called Pia Mia, and this song is with Tyga and also with Chris Brown. And it's called "Do It Again," and it's written by a Hawaiian songwriter. I think his name is Jay Boog. And it's just like the most banging fucking pop track that I've heard in a long time. Such good sunny day music. The second one though is gonna have to be my girl. It's gonna be my girl Carly Rae Jepsen.
She slaps, dude.
With
She slaps.
fucking Call Me Maybe.
So good, dude.
So,
my old band covered that shit.
Yeah, and she's coming back. As far as I know, she's coming back with
She'll be
another
back,
album
dude.
right
She'll
now.
be back.
And it's gonna be fucking insane. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm all about.
All right, and the closure is for you guys to go ahead and shamelessly plug everything you want and anything last final comments.
Yeah, so we're Dead Fucking Crown. Be on the lookout for new shit on Stay Sick Records coming very soon. We just got off tour with Outline and Color, Dropout Kings, and Dead Ships. It was probably the funnest tour we've ever done. Thank you to everyone who has come out to a show, bought some merch, and done all that shit. You can find us on all socials at Dead Crown Band or /Dead Crown Band. It's all the same across all that shit. We're on Spotify, Apple Music, like all that good shit. Yeah, I would just say, we're cooking up some pretty fucking mean tunes. So just be on the lookout for all that shit. It's gonna be coming out really soon, and I hope you all fucking enjoy it and pit with us at a fucking show.
All right.
Keep streaming our shit on Spotify. Share it with your grandma, your dog, everybody that you know in your life. And come out, do some push core dancing with us at one of our shows. We'd love to meet you and hang out with you. So,
Yep. gemlabsaudio.com. It's a really cool site. There's some cool stuff on there. And what's your updated one?
Mine's just my name, KendallJones.com. You'll find my whole portfolio there. Yeah.
Word? Brent, do you have any plugs?
I have no plugs whatsoever. I am just a lame ass bartender.
Where do you work?
Well, I work at a bar called Loyal Legion.
It is a sick bar.
It is a sick bar.
It is a sick bar.
I got just.
I've got a last
I just
minute
want a
plug.
mic drop.
Oh, you're about to
No,
mic?
no,
I'll give it
I'm
back to you so you can drop
I'm
it.
not gonna drop the mic.
Well, if you know anybody that wants some studio drum work, anything like that, I can track drums, do shit like that. It's at Brighton Drums for my drum Instagram channel. So follow me there and hit me up if you need any drum work.
All right. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Much love.